Good east positioning of the sun, everybody. The name is Blue Fang, and welcome to another episode of the Hunger Games Simulator. Last time we did Squid Games characters, and this time we are doing a series tradition of going back to the previous season, gathering up everyone who got in last place, and making them do a redemption round. So before, so yeah, before we do that, you might notice that I have better microphone quality, or just different microphone quality. Your definition of better depends. But since I know I actually do have people watching the series, any suggestions that get commented on this one, I also want criticisms on the microphone. Just tell me if it's gotten better or worse. That's all I really want to hear, quite frankly. Anyways, here we are. Big Charlie was last place in Trevor Henderson. Willow Park, last place in Owl House. Eleanor McDonald was last place in Pixar. Cake the Cat was last place in Adventure Time. Madeline was last place in Indie Games. Pearl was last place in our Steven Universe episode, which it shocked me that we had 5 female characters in a row who got last. Gunstar Blue is today's biggest loser, as he was in our was it season 6 or season 5? I'm not sure, but I think it was season 6. He was in our episode, got last there, got put back in for the season 7 last place episode, and got last there. So he might be. So if he gets last here, he beats Gandalf and becomes the new biggest loser of all time. Peppa Pig was last in her own show. Dante from DMC was last in randomized characters. Yancey Fry Jr. was last in Futurama. Gary Gergish was last in Parks and Rec. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were last in NFL. Family Guy was last in TV shows. Marth was last in Smash Brothers. Flutter was last in Dandy's World. Deutschland, or Germany, was last in our Countries episode. Gilbert was last in our Descendants episode. Yuko Kagami was last in our Leapfrog episode. Joey was last in our Serpelo episode. Chase was last in our Nick Jr. episodes. Shotaro Kanata was last in our Akira episodes. The District 8 male was last in our default character episodes. Magic Koopa was last in our Bowser's Minions episode, and Grandmother Smoo was last in our Julia and Julia Donaldson and Axel Sheffer episodes. Yeah. Despite my luck with this character eternally being bad, he has blue in his name, so I am going to try and root for Gunstar Blue, and Pearl was the character I most well know here, so yeah. I'm actually going to look it up if he hasn't. I'm going to look up when Sega took place. I think it was Season 6. Okay, so 2 things. 1, yes, Gunstar Blue was in Season 6. Second, I got Peppa Pig wrong. She was last in the 2000s kid show episode, not her own episode. Her own episode was also Season 6. Alright, anyways, Gunstar Blue is tonight's biggest loser. Will he continue to be that, or will he finally redeem himself? I don't know, let's proceed. As a tribute stand on the podium as the horn sounds, Gil grabs a jar of fishing bait while Peppa gets fishing gear. Cake runs away from the cornucopia. Kamek touches a ball of alcohol on a rag. Marth runs away from the cornucopia. Chase runs away from the cornucopia. Pearl can't Dewey as he tries to run. Okay, so Gunstar Blue is not going to be the biggest loser, and if he wants to come back, he has to win. Grandma Smoo runs away. Shotaro sets an explosive off, killing the District 8 male. Yuko runs away. Willow bashes Flutter's head against a rock several times. The Buccaneers run away. Madeline runs away. Gunstar Blue runs away. Jerry takes a handful of throwing knives. Eleanor scares Yancey away from the cornucopia. Family Guy, Dante, Big Charlie all run away. And Germany finds a backpack full of camping equipment. The Grandma Smoo throws a knife into Jerry's head. Peppa chases the Buccaneers and Madeline hunt for the tributes. Willow searches for a water source. Cake receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Gil, Shotaro, Yancey, and Kamek raid Big Charlie's camp while he's hunting. Family Guy chases Gunstar Blue. Eleanor receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Dante, Marth, and Pearl hunt for their tributes. Germany steals from Yuko while she isn't looking. 4 cannon shots can immediately be heard in the distance. Dewey from District 10, the District 8 male from District 11, Flutter from District 8, and Jerry from District 6. So with that, no district is being taken out of play, but we do basically guarantee we have a new biggest loser next season being Dewey, and Gandalf still has the highest losing count with 3 losses. So yeah, let's do it. Pearl sees an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Chase, Gil, and Big Charlie discuss again what might happen in the morning. Gunstar Blue talks about home. Germany and Yancey talk about the tribute still alive. Cake tries to sing herself to sleep. Cameron receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The Grandma Smooth quietly hums. Yuko receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Eleanor receives medical advice from an unknown sponsor. Marth ambushes Peppa and kills her. Shotaro quietly hums. The Buccaneers beg for Madeline to kill him. She refuses, keeping the Buccaneers alive. Dante cries himself to sleep. Willow cries herself to sleep, and Family Guy thinks about winning for the first time in their life. Chase is pricked by thorns of picking berries. Marth, Yuko, Shotaro, and Pearl hunt for their tributes. Yancey bashes the Buccaneers' head in with a mace. Makes sense, they were asking for death. Gil explores the arena. Eleanor discovers a cave. Dante searches for firewood. Bleh. Madeline stalks Kamek. Grandma Smooth steals from the Family Guy while he is looking. Gunstar Blue fishes. Excuse me. Big Charlie thinks about home. Willow searches for a water source. Germany receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Peppa from District 4 and the Buccaneers from District 6, making District 6 the first district completely out. Oh yeah, and from 20 to 18. Grandma Smooth receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Dante sets up camp for the night. Shotaro receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Madeline and Gil run into each other and decide truce for the night. Marth convinces Yancey to snuggle with him. Kate questions her sanity. Yuko, Big Charlie, and Chase discuss the games of what happened in the morning. Willow thinks about home. Kamek and Germany tell stories about themselves to each other. Eleanor and Gunstar Blue huddle for warmth, and Family Guy and Pearl tell stories about themselves to each other. Grandma Smooth explores the arena. Eleanor and Dante work together for the day. Cake tends to Marth's wounds. Pearl begs for Big Charlie to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Pearl. Damn, for once Gunstar Blue was not the first one of my picks to die. Germany chases Family Guy. Yuko runs from Shotaro. Kamek, Madeline, Gil, and Yancey raid Gunstar Blue's camp while he's hunting, so it's still not good for him. Chase searches for a water source, and Willow travels to higher ground. 1 cannon shot. It's Pearl from District 3. District 6 is still the only district out of play, but we go from 18 survivors to 17. Willow, Eleanor, Yuko, and Madeline sleep in shifts. Shotaro and Yancey huddle for warmth. Grandma Smooth cries herself to sleep. Gunstar Blue attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Big Charlie, Germany, Chase, Family Guy, and Kamek sleep in shifts. Marth receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Dante kills Gil with a sickle. Kate quietly hums. Shotaro picks flowers. Grandma Smooth, Madeline, Marth, Germany, and Chase hunt for tributes. Gunstar Blue hunts for other tributes. Yuko is unable to convince Eleanor to not kill her, so Yuko is dead. Kamek injures himself. Dante receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The same thing with Cake. Willow thinks about home. Big Charlie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, and Yancey runs away from Family Guy. So 2 more cannon shots. Gil from District 9 and Yuko from District 9, making it so District 6 and 9 are completely out, and we go from 17 survivors to 15. Let's keep going. Germany cries herself to sleep. Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me how this episode might be the episode with the second most amount of women in it, the first being the Steven Universe episode. But anyways, Dante, Grandma Smooth, and Yancey cheerfully sing songs together. Chase and Family Guy hold hands. Kamek cries himself to sleep. Cake receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The Gunstar Blue cries himself to sleep. Marth, Shotaro, and Willow get into a fight. Willow triumphantly kills them both. I think that is the least likely scenario, but I've never watched Owl House. Eleanor defeats Big Charlie in a fight but spares his life. Madeline sees a fire but stays hidden. Gunstar Blue makes a wooden spear. Eleanor tries to spearfish with a trident. Yancey practices archery. Chase, Grandma Smooth, and Family Guy hunt for the tributes. Cake attacks Willow, but she manages to escape. Dante scares Germany off. Madeline receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Big Charlie injures himself. Kamek falls into a pit and dies. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Marth from District 7, Shotaro from District 11, and Kamek from District 12. Making it so Districts 6, 9, and 11 are completely out, and we go from 15 survivors to 12. Ladies and gents, we are halfway there. Germany, Family Guy, Madeline, and Gunstar Blue tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Dante attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Grandma Smoo, Big Charlie, and Willow sleep in shifts. Cake starts a fire. Eleanor tries to sing herself to sleep. Chase strangles Yancey with a rope. Germany, Big Charlie, and Madeline unsuccessfully ambush Cake, Family Guy, and Willow, who kill them instead. Gunstar Blue camouflages himself in the bushes. Chase thinks about home. Eleanor bashes Dante's head against a rock several times, and Grandma Smoo unknowingly eats toxic berries. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Yancey from District 5, Germany from District 8, Big Charlie from District 1, Madeline from District 3, Dante from District 5, and Grandma Smoo from District 12. Which makes it so Districts 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out, and we go from 12 survivors to 6. Willow Park is getting close to the kill record. The kill record is currently 10, held by Tootie from the Banjo-Kazooie episode. Willow Park, there's enough people left that she could beat it with 11. But she'd have to kill everyone here. Does that look like the face of mercy to you? Chase quietly homes. Family Guy kills Willow with her own weapon. Cake goes to sleep. Eleanor and Gunstar Blue tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay, Family Guy heard that and said hell nah. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, evidence, and memoirs from tributes families. Gunstar Blue decides not to go. Family Guy takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. Cake and Chase get into a fight over raw meat, but Cake gives up and runs away. Surprising. Eleanor stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Gunstar Blue receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Cake scares Family Guy off. Chase receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ah yes, the rest of the Paw Patrol. And Eleanor discovers a river. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Willow from District 1. Making it so Districts 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out, and Willow can no longer try and get the kill record. It's not going to get broken in the loser episode. But from 6 survivors to 5, here we go. Chase receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Family Guy attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Eleanor, Cake, and Gunstar Blue starts fighting, but Cake runs away as Eleanor kills Gunstar Blue. Ugh, why must you always fail me? Well, you did better. I'm gonna give you that top 5 is pretty damn good from 2 last places in a row. Cake attacks Chase, but he manages to escape. Eleanor travels to higher ground. Family Guy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. 1 cannon shot. It's Gunstar Blue from District 4, making it so Districts 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out. From the final 5 to the final 4. Let's keep going. Family Guy's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Chase sings himself to sleep. Cake attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Eleanor screams for help. Family Guy collects fruit from a tree. Chase stabs Eleanor while her back is turned. Cake hunts for other tributes. 1 cannon shot. It's Eleanor from District 2. Districts 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out. And from the final 4 to the final 3. Despite this episode being the second highest female count, we might just very well have a male winner. It's 1 in 3 shot. Family Guy, Chase, and Cake discuss the games what might happen in the morning. You mean aside from you 3 trying to kill each other? Cake, Family Guy, and Chase get into a fight. Chase triumphantly kills them both. 2 cannon shots. Cake from District 2 and Family Guy from District 7. The winner is Chase from District 10. Good lord. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised you, of all people, ended up winning. And then Laura, you'd probably still be last. And you'd probably win. Probably should stop fiddling with the headset, but eh. Anyways, to review the placements, in 24th, Dewey, and 23rd, the District 8 male, in 22nd, Flutter, in 21st, Gary Gergich, also known as Jerry, in 20th, Peppa Pig, in 19th, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in 18th, with one kill to her name, Pearl, in 17th, Gilbert, in 16th, Yuko Kagami, in 15th, with one kill, Marth, in 14th, with one kill, Shotaro Kanata, in 13th, Magikoopa, in 12th, with one kill, Yancey Fry Jr., in 11th, Deutschland, also known as Germany. I hope I spelled that right. I don't think I did, though. In 10th, with one kill, Big Charlie. In 9th, Madeline. In 8th, with one kill, Dante from the DMC reboot. In 17th, with one kill, someone who I can only think is Grandma Smooth, which is this one. In 6th, with the highest kill count this game, and 6 kills to her name, Willow Park. In 5th, our farthest going pacifist, Gunstar Blue. You have gun in your name, and you're a pacifist. Yeah, okay, buddy. In 4th, with 3 kills to her name, Eleanor McDonald. In 3rd, with 3 kills to her name, Cake the Cat. In 2nd, with 4 kills to their name, The Show of Family Guy. And the winner with 4 kills to his name, Chase the Dog. Oh boy. A little longer than average. District placements in 12th 6, and 11th 9, in 10th 11, in 9th 8, in 8th 3, in 7th 5, in 6th 12, in 5th 1, in 4th 4, in 3, in 3rd 2, in 2nd 7, and in 1st 10. Anyways, there you will do it for this episode of the Hunger Games Simulator. This is just tradition, and next episode, if you are a Grand Admiral Thrawn fan on YouTube, then you will recognize a collaboration we once did where we did every single outfit that Jay ever had. We're going to do that again, but with Zane and on my channel, so stay tuned for that. But until that time happens, the name is Bluefang, and I bid you all a good west positioning of the sun, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!